Hi everyone, today we are going to work with Model Magic. It should be in your art bag that you picked up at school. We're going to create our family because I want to get to know you and you probably want to get to know me. This is my family. I have 2 kids, 1 daughter and 1 son. Let's get started. All right. Now, I'm not going to make my daughter too tall. Actually, I'm a little taller than her, but she's a little taller than her brother. So that's probably a good height for my daughter. Now, I'm going to add some arms to her. I can do that by taking a piece of clay and I can roll it in between my fingers like this. And it turns into a coil. It looks like a little squiggly worm. And that I can use and make arms out of that. I can attach it like this. I can put it behind my clay, and then I can shape it so she has 1 arm there and 1 arm there. Okay, now I need to make my husband. I think he's the tallest one in my family. So I'm going to make little lumps of clay. I'm starting with his feet. I'm getting up to his waist. And it does not have to be perfect. This should be like, it's kind of just little lumps of clay that will eventually turn into a body. Now, if you have a little pet, you can include your pet too, right? Like I have in my garden a squirrel that visits me all the time. Hi Daniel, are you resting? Oh, you're so cute. So I might make a little sculpture of a squirrel sitting on my shoulder or something. So we're not worried too much about details right now. We're not worried about making it look exactly like us, but we want to create a body, and the body is pretty symmetrical. That means that we have 1 arm on this side and you have 1 on this side. You have, if you draw a line in the middle of your body, usually you have the same thing on this side as the other side. Yay! I finished my family and I added details at the end. I used a pencil to actually poke little holes for eyes, and then I wanted my family to be singing. La 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 la. Now I am going to add some hair to my sculpture. How am I going to do that? I'm going to take a tiny little circle and flatten it, make it really thin. And then I'm going to wrap that on top of the head of my sculpture. That's pretty good. Once I color it in later, it's going to look like hair. Right now it may look like a hat, but that's okay. I'm adding a nose too. A little tiny piece of clay and just kind of pinched it on. Yay, now I have noses on all of my family members. Time for my sculpture to dry. I can put it down flat, lying down like this, or I could have it standing up, depending on how sturdy my sculpture is. So this is something we will work on next week. Have your watercolors ready then with your brush and a little cup of water so we can color in your fantastic sculpture of your family. For some reason, if you were absent when we did this, by watching this video, you should be able to figure out the different steps to take to be able to build it. So if you didn't do it, you still have a chance to do it on your own, and then you can share it with us when we see you next week. Bye everyone.